we have James Bovard. James is the author of 10 books. He's on the USA Today Board of Contributors and has written for the New York Times and the Wall Street Journal. He wrote an article in 2019 in the USA Today calling for awarding Julian Assange with the Presidential Medal of Freedom instead of federal indictment. So everybody please welcome James Bovard.
Hey, I want to start by thanking Misty Winston for doing a great job of organizing this protest. She is really, really good. So there's an old saying that if government makes exposing a crime, then you're being ruled by criminals. Except for Joe Biden. And except for Merrick Garland here. Maybe except for Christopher Wray, but I'm not sure. So I was trying to make sure I got those caveats add to my dossier. Yep. So did everybody here get the official informant bingo game bingo card? So we keep track of the informants? No. Okay. I'll draw the curtain on that. 4 years ago, I did a piece for USA Today that said that instead of an indictment, Julian Assange should get a Presidential Medal of Freedom. Now, I don't trust presidents, and I don't trust presidents that give medals of freedom to people like Robert McNamara, but I'll make an exception in Julian's case. Julian said, if wars can be started by lies, they can be stopped by truth. He's facing 17 counts of the Espionage Act for exposing war crimes that were committed by U.S. forces in Afghanistan and Iraq. The Christian Science Monitor said that the reaction of Congress was to Julian Assange's message was to shoot the messenger. But the Taliban did not buy into the cover-up. And as we saw last year, the American troops were unpopular in Afghanistan, the puppet government collapsed. Congress had no reason not to know. Julian Assange and WikiLeaks showed them 12 years ago that the war was not going to be won, but they kept going. So 3 years ago, back when Britain arrested Julian Assange for the U.S. government, Senator Joe Manchin said, Julian Assange is our property, and now we can get the facts and truth from him. Unfortunately, Manchin has no recommendations on how we can get the facts and the truth from the federal government right now. Okay, so Biden has ramped up U.S. bombings in Somalia. Who exactly are we killing and why? It's a secret. Question, is U.S. government is still financing Syrian terrorist groups that are slaughtering Syrian civilians? What are the details? It's a secret. Why is the U.S. still bankrolling Saudi atrocities in Yemen? It's a secret. And then there's the biggest and most dangerous secret on the horizon right now, U.S. intervention in the Russia-Ukraine war. We have no idea how far that the U.S. has gone and what kind of actions U.S. might have taken. It's possible there are Pentagon and CIA officials who are trying to who are warning, but those warnings are being ignored, and it might be that we don't find out about it until it's too late. So the Justice Department stresses that Julian exposed classified information. People in D.C. talk about classified information like it's a holy relic that cannot be exposed without damning the nation. How much classified info do the feds have? They make trillions of pages of it per year. That's part of the reason we have little or no idea what the U.S. government foreign policy is right now, because there's an iron curtain that has fallen about this. And this helps explain why there's so little trust in Washington now. Americans today are more likely to believe in witches, ghosts, and astrology than to trust the federal government. We need more hellraisers like Julian Assange to save democracy from the deep state, from big government, and from both political parties. Hopefully we can get him out there, get him out of prison as soon as possible, and thanks for coming to this event. Yeah.